Hello everybody, the Gameplayer 6000 here, and today we will be playing the solo leveling mod pack. Yes, that's right, it's a mod pack, not just the mod. Now, for those who are wondering, how exactly did you get this mod pack, who made it, and why am I not actively hurrying because the sun's gonna set at some point? To answer the last one, I don't care enough. For the other tale, it was made by Butter Jaffa, who has his own series on it. However, I feel like that the series is nice, and I am merely taking inspiration from it, as any good creator would from anything else. So, let's get on our way. The first thing I see behind us is the the one wizard tower and the smoking ruined area? I don't know what it is exactly. Alright, so we're at the smoking tower right now, and one bad thing about being surrounded by ice and I guess swamp over there is that the selector building that's usually used to make sure that players actually go to it instead of just going into gates is it doesn't spawn anywhere but in a plains biome, which means I need to find a plains biome fast. Okay. However, that can wait. I saw a barrel. I need barrel. I'm taking the barrel. What's over in it? Come on, I can reach. Okay, can I not reach? And that's the parkour mod from this game of... Parkour mod's pretty cool. Yes. Very cool. Parkour mod is. But, okay. That worked. But, you know, I don't think I'll be able to get up there without some sort of wood. Okay. You're not immediately angry. That's good. There's stuff here. How about we don't and we just leave for now? Even though that is a good place to probably start basing at just for the starting days. But now we're going to go visit the actual wizard tower instead of the, I guess, pyro maniac wizard tower. Yeah, it's complicated. However, oh, nope, here it is. I don't really know where the entrance is on one of the towers, so let's just see what lies inside. There's armor stand with leather boots. That's pretty cool. Amethyst. Whatever this is. And let's see, anything up here? Nothing up here of use. Okay. Well, daily mission just activated, so I'm gonna do that first. Since if I don't do that, I get sent to the punishment realm, and being sent to the punishment realm is almost guaranteed death. And who likes guaranteed death? Definitely not me. So, you know, that's something that I probably should try and avoid. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the workout quests, all that, and then I'll cut right back. Alright, so we are back. I moved a little bit, but the last quest is moving around, which means we're also going to need to, well, move around. So we're going to try and find a plains biome, which should hopefully be close. Since that's the only place that one of the, I guess, grading locations, or I guess it is grading technically, but it's the only place where a certain structure spawns that's needed for continuing in the mod. So we're going to have to go and find that first. Now, that also means that we're most likely not going to come across anything good for a while. Unless it's just right over there, which that would be good for us. No, well, there's a structure over there. And I might as well go to it. I have 6 hunger. Which means I'm starving! Yay! Well, not starving yet, but soon to be. So, let's take a brisk swim in the ocean here. Okay, let's swim up so we don't die. But at least we have something. So we're going to use that to the best of our ability. And boom. Ooh. Let's not drown to death. I'm gonna have to put my fist here just so that I can not drown. Okay, so we got 2 more salmon, and that should be good enough. So the reason why we don't really need this location, oh well, that's good. But the reason why we don't need this location is because this is a guild building. That's the guild there. So, also for some reason the paintings break every time one of these spawn in. So you do get free paintings. I'll just leave it like that. However, in this guild building, you only have 1 person. And we can't do any of that. Which makes this building kinda useless. Now, night is falling upon us. However, there are sheep here, so as long as we're careful, and make sure that we don't take too long. Oh wow. There we go. Now that we have that done, we're gonna head back in and sleep through the night. That's probably the best bet, seeing how this place will eventually become overrun with monsters, which is not a good thing at all. I forgot they're considered monsters. Yeah, technically this mod considers them a monster, which is not a good thing for us, especially now since I've ran out of hunger. Let's eat as much of this as we can, and hopefully successfully escape. Yeah, well, it's better not to fight. We'll escape over here, sleep, and then try and continue to find the building we need. One other thing I do have on, since it's a bit challenging, the mod's a lot more challenging without it, is keep inventory. Since some dungeons in this game can cause can be very, very challenging, like to the level where once you're in the dungeon, you cannot leave the dungeon, and you can't get your items out of the dungeon once you die in the dungeon. So it makes it a lot harder. Plus, I also think it would be pretty cool and also makes sense within the logic of the actual, I guess, show this takes place within, since we don't really see the main character or the player of the game die. However, we do see a lot of other things happen. So that's on. I also have it where if a portal doesn't get cleared out, a person... I also have it where if a portal doesn't get cleared out by me, it just automatically despawns and clears out by itself. Because otherwise it would leave monsters, like boss level monsters, everywhere in this world. And that is not good for me to deal with at all. So, yeah, we are probably going to cut back to when I found this magical building. Or if I find something else that's really cool. Alright, welcome back. So, we found the structure we're looking for. It's right over there. It wasn't too far back. We were like just right over there. So, it wasn't too far off. You know, a lot of time didn't pass. However, now that we found it, let's see what rank and what job we have. And yes, job. Job. Ooh, the scary job. I feel like we should be fine. After all, it's not too bad. Let's go check it out. Hopefully we get something good. And hopefully my power doesn't go out again, so I don't need to re-record this whole episode. So, who knows? Oh, there's two of them. Okay, so click on this first. We talk to them. Alright, I'm qualified. I'm an E rank, which is the lowest, and I'm an assassin. Now, that's great. This is how the main character, also, they don't, even though assassin does have a starter pack, it doesn't give you one, and I can't really configure it. So we're just gonna go without me having one, as bad as that's gonna be. But it is good that we got assassin, so we are basically the main character from the show. So, let's see what we have in here. We have a thorns, fortune, and iron. Not enough iron to make anything too good. We're probably gonna have to change it to something else. There's also no way to craft the daggers in the game, which is very, very bad. That's actually really bad. Okay, well. But now that we're a actual person with the guild, we can at least start going through and clearing gates, which are the little red texts that appear in the chat down here. So, that's going to be fun. We also have enough to make a backpack, which is also pretty good. That will allow us to carry a lot more on our journey. And we're probably going to need a pickaxe over an actual axe to start with. Sun is setting again, which does make this a timed endeavor. However, it should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, guys. It's gonna be fine. Don't fall down there. So, that is a wizard's tower up there, right? No. Looks like one from very far away. Yeah, we're in a plains biome, so these buildings are going to spawn a lot. However, I don't think they have any iron blocks on them that we can permanently borrow from them. Yes, we need to permanently borrow them. We are not going to take them from for ourselves to make armor and weapons to hopefully survive and beat the Ender Dragon and probably Wither. I don't know what the plans are exactly. However, there are also bosses that this mod pack adds, so we're also going to be trying to go and take them out as well to become the strongest hunter known to mankind, even though right now we are the weakest at E rank. So, you know, who knows? Maybe we might be able to do it. I'm hoping that we are. And, you know, after wandering around a bit, it might be good to set up base maybe down there. This area does look good. Let's see. Going off of... Oh, we are very far away from that. Yeah. Let's go mining first. No harm in mining. Right? It's not like we're just gonna randomly fall into a pit and die horrendously. No, that would never happen. I forgot I already had charcoal that I could make into torches. So we can brighten the cave up. Yeah. That's great. Alright. I have enough just for that, and I will probably upgrade to a stone pickaxe, even though it should be a cobblestone pickaxe, because that's what we pick up. We don't pick up stone, we pick up cobblestone, but that's besides the point. But it looks like this does go on for a little while, which will be good for us. That is a lot of coal. We're gonna clear out a bit more. We have enough to make a furnace. We also have enough iron nuggets to make an iron ingot. And then probably should grab that and not forget it in the cave. But we can also take out the cows around the area to get more food. So, 1 cow down, 2 cow down, 3 cow down, cows down. There we go. Seems like that cave goes on for a bit longer. But for now, let's cook up these raw beef we have. And let's probably set up our bed over here as well. We don't know how long it's going to take. And it will always be good to know exactly. It's always good to have a base somewhere. This cave does seem to go on for a long while. Well, it seems like there's not a lot here. So there's probably there's nothing good, unfortunately. Hopefully we can find some iron. Although it could be well, that's good. I guess dungeon just appeared, a dungeon gate, and it's rather close by going off of what's said in chat here. It's not this way, right? No, it's this way. It's this way, right? I can't read. Yeah, it's this way. It's probably on the other side of this hill. Nope, right there. So, let's hope that it's not a red gate. Or something that will immediately kill me. We're hoping for goblins. Those are not goblins. I don't know if I can survive. No, those are goblins. However, there's also a bow and arrow enemy. Oh, we leveled up and our daily mission is active. So, let's level up strength a bit more. Our daily mission is active, so we're gonna go through and do that. This is a spider cave. Let's see if we can lure this guy over here. Yep, lured him over. However, he didn't drop one of the crystals, which is pretty bad for us, since that's one of the ways to make the, I think, swords? Yeah, it's only used for swords, sadly. Okay, there's one down there. Let's keep luring them to this corner. We're almost dead. Well. Okay, we are level 2. Let's leave. We are not ready at all. This is a C rank. And we are still considered E rank. So yeah, that's not good for us. What is good for us is that there seems to be a bigger cave over there. So that might have more resources. Hopefully does, but who knows at this point. But I think well, we definitely weren't ready for that. We could handle some of the enemies in there, but not all of them, which means we need to go onwards and try to find other stuff. Now, our base being in the caves here, that's pretty good. And over there, it seems to be another building. This seems to be a good cave ravine mix. So that might have some iron ore that we're looking for. The building I saw was just the top of a tree. Or maybe it was that. Maybe it was the pillager outpost that I saw. Who knows? Who knows? But it's going to be a long challenge to get enough iron to hopefully be kitted out. Hi. Alright, well, we're gonna continue hopefully finding iron. I somehow messed up crafting a torch. Please laugh at me in the comments if you want. That one is entirely my fault. There also doesn't seem to be any iron in these caves. So that's fun. I mean, who really needs gear at this rate anyways, right? I mean, like, gear's overrated. We don't need it. No. It is good to have the coal so we can at least make more torches and make more, well, I guess use it for coal. However, the daily quest was also active. Daily mission, not quest. So, that needs to be completed really soon. I have 5 minutes left. Oh no. Yeah, let's rush back over. We're right down in here. So that should be good enough to start our working out. Let's start working out and hopefully not die. Oh, here. This is what working out looks like. It looks better in F5 in my opinion. First person animations don't really exist for this mod. Even though if they did, it'd be really cool. We have barely any time left, so I'm really trying not to get sent to the punishment dimension, which basically if you don't complete a daily quest, you don't get any of these. You get sent there. Yeah. And it's not good to go there, since you will most likely die. So, yeah, let's finish up the daily quest and let's go to bed, since that seems to be the path we're kind of going on. Well, now let's start distributing the points from that. we grab 10 skill points. Level these two up, at least. Then I say we put the rest into strength. Since perception's pretty good, but it's not as good as the other two. Mostly strength, since strength can increase, well, it will eventually give you the strength pass, the strength effect. But it also works as a passive ability. We were in here. Okay. So, where were we? Yes. We just need to find any hint of iron, which apparently does not exist. Real fun. You know, this is really starting to drag on. And as much as I'd like to maybe get some iron, do all that, that would be really boring for you guys. So, in the comments, you can... I personally would do off-camera mining, but if you guys want to have a stream, ask questions, and watch me mine, then yeah, we can totally do that. Just let me know in the comments. And thank you everyone for watching. This is the Gameplay 6000. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, all the algorithm stuff. And I will see you in the next episode, hopefully. Goodbye!